Joining us now, Erika Montgomery. She is host of Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy, airing Saturdays on KDOW 1220 from 9 to 10. Welcome in.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy.
Well, it's a brand new show on KDOW, and it's really all about educating business owners and entrepreneurs about public relations, social media, marketing, branding, advertising, writing, those sorts of things. It's often the things that these companies need the most, but don't really know a lot about. So my job is to help educate them.
I started a small business 15 plus years ago, investment advisor business. I was small at the time. I eventually became very, very big. But at the time, I didn't have a marketing budget. Mm-hmm. I did guerrilla marketing. What would you have advised me then as far as being able to afford services that I couldn't afford?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that companies make a mistake on is not budgeting for their marketing needs. You should really set aside at least 10% of your budget on an annual basis for your marketing, social media, PR, those types of activities. And there are a lot of things you can do to get free PR, and you can certainly do your social media on your own in-house, and that's certainly a way to go if you have the time and energy and know how to do that. You can certainly get free editorial media coverage if you know how to work that and contact journalists and pitch them a good story and end up with a nice piece either on TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, websites, blogs. So there are plenty of things you can do on your own if you have the basic know-how to do it.
Yeah, I work in television. I like to remind people because I'm kind of a big deal. One of the things that people miss is that Saturday and Sunday news is it's desert-like. So if you want to pitch a story, pitch it to the Saturday and Sunday morning producers.
Absolutely.
They need the content. Monday to Friday, you're not going to get on.
Yeah, it's much tougher.
Much, much tougher.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit more about Punch Media and Marketing Made Easy. What can we expect on the show as far as content goes?
Sure. Well, we have two guests on every hour, one in the first half hour, one in the second half hour, and each of them covers a different topic. So far we've had on guests that have covered social media 101 for businesses. We've talked about blogging for businesses. We've talked about websites and what you need to do to have a really effective website for your company. We've talked about PR 101 basics and what companies need to know about the fundamentals of public relations and things like that. And then coming up this week, we're talking about writing for businesses, which is something that a lot of companies have trouble with. They know they should be doing writing on things like their blogs and social media, e-newsletters, and that sort of thing, but they're often afraid that they don't have the quality of writing skills to actually do it well. So we'll cover that this weekend.
That's good content. Of course, let's talk a little bit about the internet. That's
Sure.
probably changed your world.
Oh, absolutely.
Companies, PR used to be just radio and television. Now it's everywhere and everything. And I have to imagine that the app world is probably the next thing that you need to conquest and take over as far as giving PR and media and public relations.
Yeah, we have a few mobile apps that we actually represent right now at my company, Three Girls Media and Marketing, and we do the PR for them. And being online is so important, and it has really revolutionized the world of PR. You know, when I started in the industry, it was all about press releases and editorial media coverage, and now there's this whole element of the online world of blogging, of social media, of e-news and e-blasts and online ads like Facebook and Google ad campaigns and that sort of thing. And these are all things that companies really need to be paying attention to. And I find it shocking how many companies I talk to that still have not integrated themselves into the online world and really need to be. I actually had a conversation with a potential client yesterday who didn't even have a website, and she was wondering why people weren't coming into her retail store. And it's unbelievable to me that people haven't embraced the internet yet in some cases.
Speaking with Erika Montgomery, host of Punch Media and Marketing Made Easy. I guess I'm supposed to say it Punch because there's an exclamation point after it. Airing Saturdays from 9 to 10. Give us a little bit on some of the challenges of some of your recent clients. Give us a little color on the real life you.
Sure. Well, I think one of the challenges these days is gaining that editorial media coverage. You know, it's much harder to do than it used to be. The competition is absolutely fierce, especially depending on what type of media you're trying to get, whether you're trying to be on TV, radio, you're looking for print, or the online world. Certainly online is the easiest editorial media coverage to get.
Sure. TV is pretty easy too.
TV can be easy if you've got the right pitch. And that's really what it comes down to is you've got to have a good hook to your story for any editorial media coverage.
Yep.
And, TV, of course, they're looking for visuals. What can you show or what can you talk about in an interview that's going to be compelling? So I think that's a challenge for a lot of our clients is finding that right story, finding that right hook. And that's really what we try to help them do is to come up with that angle so we can get the coverage for them.
You're right about the pitch. But I'm also right that TV's easy because there's 500 channels, nothing.
Sure.
And people go after the ABC, CBS's, NBC's, and they stop right there.
Yeah.
Well, start small. Start real small.
Absolutely. There
Start
are
cable
so many
access.
small markets. Cable access is fantastic.
Yep.
A lot of great shows on cable, and community access channels also do a ton of programming, and they're always looking for people to interview. And the nice thing about shows like cable access is they're often long format, like a half an hour or an hour long, and you can get a really long interview, 20 minutes to a half an hour. And you're certainly not going to get that on one of the major networks.
Thanks very much. It's Erika Taylor Montgomery, host of Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy, airing Saturdays on the station, KDOW 1220, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Give the show a chance. Give her a call and help with the content as well.